So one-man bands.
Yeah.
I hear Lou couldn't make it to this recording for the Against All Odds recap.
I wonder why.
Is.
I wonder why, huh?
Could it potentially be because we won it? He did it! Yes! Welcome to TFS Pod. This is Rick Hard. And that's
the one-man band. And it's a two-man show today.
There we go. Oh, there's no 3MB here.
So wait. So that means that he's the one that's not the champion?
Oh, hey, wait a minute. Low blow.
Sorry.
Heath, we love you, man, wherever you are.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Well, let me just say, folks, from the highest mountain to the lowest valley and everywhere in between, we are the beast in the east, the best in the west, and formerly known as your girlfriend's favorite podcast. You're listening to TFS Pod, and I'm here with the one-man band, and I just got to say, what a great event Against All Odds was. Wouldn't you say?
I gotta say, yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're biased because, we got points, but, even so, it was a pretty good show, I gotta say.
It was. We actually got, we only predicted on 5 matches, and in typical Impact fashion, the show ended up having 11. But we got a perfect score on the 5 matches, but we agreed no double points for half the show card.
Yeah, we agreed. It's only fair.
It's only fair. It is only fair. What in true fashion, normally it's Lou who says it, but I guess I have to fill in for him on this one. The one-man band, give us that line everybody loves.
Rick Hard pulling double duty. Get the scoreboard.
Alrighty. So here's the scoreboard update. We've got tied for first place with Against All Odds in the book. More on that later. It is myself and 24/7 Lou at 9 points. Nobody hit double digits. Not yet anyways in this timeline. And then close behind us, tied for second place. Give it up for my pal, the one-man band, and J Few.
Yeah. All right.
Comeback kid in the works. We see
for
it.
Real.
We see it.
Yes.
We see it. And then, following that, we've got, it's all ties across the board here. It is tied for third. Big Al and main event Jeff. Oh, what a rookie year.
Yeah, man.
And then following them, it is the randomizer at 2 points.
Dos.
And everyone else is at 0.
Including Bogey.
That's the scoreboard. Back to you, Rick Hard. Thanks, Rick Hard. Oh man, I'm enjoying this way too much. Lou, wherever you are, feel better. We love you here.
For sure.
All right. Let's cover. All right. All joking aside, let's cover Against All Odds, which I will say kind of did feel like a bit of a throwaway pay-per-view. Nothing against them, but we got to cover. Here we go. Dark match. We had Johnny Swinger and Zicky Dice, and they had a tag match against Raj Singh and Shera. By the way, no points were up for grab. So what ended up happening was we had like one match happen, which we actually did predictions for early on in the show, and then all the dark matches came after it or around it. So the first half of the show was just us watching matches that no points were for grabs on. But Johnny Swinger and Zicky Dice, they got a win over Raj Singh and Shera. They won by pinfall. Relatively short match. It was actually the shortest match of the night at 5 minutes, 17 seconds. Then we had 2 pre-show matches. The first one being Black Taurus with Crazy Steve. He got a win over Laredo Kid. Pretty straightforward match. I believe it was actually the second shortest match of the night. Then we had what was pretty much an upset. And I believe, let me make sure. Oh no, we didn't make picks on it. But this would have been a surprise if we did, because Brian Myers went up against Rich Swann for the Impact Digital Media Championship. And if anybody listening right now would have, well, if you would have heard any of the predictions we were throwing around, very surprisingly, Brian Myers is the new Impact Digital Media Champion.
Really?
Yep, he got the win over Rich Swann on the pre-show. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. Shades of his WWE days.
Yeah, he only wins when nobody's watching.
Yeah.
But I want to point out, this is not a transitional reign. Keep in mind we are recording during an Impact event right now, the weekly television event. But right now he's got 12 days on the books as champ. So with any luck, unless he loses it tonight, or this gets posted late, Brian Myers, way to go on not being a transitional champion so far.
Yeah, there we go. Vindication.
Finally.
Thank God, man.
All right, and starting off the show originally, again, not a match we've had points on, so which is why we're kind of breezing through them. But starting off the show, and what was actually a pretty good opener, it was Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, and they were up against parts of the Bullet Club, Ace Austin and Chris Bay, and Motor City Machine Guns got the win. Decent opener, gotta say, pretty good. And then our next match, which we actually had points up for grabs, was Mia Yim and Mickie James going up against Chelsea Green and my girl, Deonna Purrazzo. We actually had points on it. And the split was a 5-1 split. We had Jeff going with Mia Yim and Mickie James as his pick. A risk that did not pay off because Hardcore Country did not get the win on that one. I told you.
Oh boy.
Mismatch of a tag team. Wasn't going to work out. I want to see more from Chelsea Green and Deonna Purrazzo, but time will tell whether we see more of that. Because I see Impact Knockouts tag champs all over those two.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. And I would gladly challenge them in a handicap match.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, I can't be mad at you for that.
Could be a non-title match. I don't even need the championships.
Trust me, in the game of life, you would be the champion at that point.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
Oh no! I don't think it'd be appropriate because we're technically, it's about another promotion, but it's fun.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say in reference.
Not here.
Well, okay. Well, in reference to that, rest in peace WWE Women's Tag Team Division.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. They screwed the pooch on that one.
It's unfortunate. But
very, very, very. What could have been.
Indeed, very, very, very apropos. I hope that this is something similar to what happened in the '90s with the women's title for a bit.
Yeah.
And then they eventually brought it back.
They bring it back like the phoenix from the ashes.
And from the ashes, of course, yeah.
I hope so, man. Because
I mean, it's similar. It's not to go off topic, but we might as well. It's a similar concept: dumping the title in the trash versus leaving it on a desk, saying, "There you go."
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Give it a couple years. Maybe beef up the roster again.
We'll
actually focus on tag teams.
Yeah, actually, yeah. But anyways, back to regularly scheduled programming.
Yes. So that was the first match in the books. Everybody got a point except for main event Jeff, wherever you are, Jeff. It was not your night in more ways than one. But yeah. Then we had another match that no points were up for grabs in. I'm telling you, a lot of matches were added to the show. We predicted 5 matches, 11 matches were added to the show. There's a reason
Yeah,
we didn't get double
Impact
points.
Impact is infamous for that, man.
They need to stop doing that.
They really do.
Either that or we need to stop recording on Thursdays.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
But that's a
Gotta figure it out,
different
yeah.
topic. That's a different topic. The next match was Mike Bailey as champion, facing off against Trey Miguel in a singles match for the Impact X Division Championship. And well, basically, there's a reason why I say it's kind of a throwaway pay-per-view. From what I could tell, a review before I say anything. Yeah, no championships changed hands. No championships changed hands tonight. Straight through the board, champs retained. And same thing happened in this match. And yeah, it happened on a Friday night. So everybody wanted to get that before the 4th of July weekend. They all wanted to get their pay-per-view load out of their system.
Yeah.
Against all odds. So yeah, Mike Bailey retained against Trey Miguel. Decent match. I like Impact's X Division. Does some good stuff. But come on, this champs retained across the board on this, and you can tell by the matches that followed, with the main event being what it was. You know, props to Josh Alexander for holding his own there.
Yeah, for sure.
We had the follow-up match be Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie, or at the time newly crowned Impact Knockouts World Tag Team Champions. They faced off against The Influence in what was essentially a rematch. Match went 9 minutes even, and Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie retained.
Yeah, man.
With some hope, we'll see some crossover with Taya Valkyrie, because I know she does AAA stuff.
Yeah, so, I'm pretty sure she's revered in Mexico. So.
Oh yeah, 100%. I really want to see. I want to see Impact and AAA really form a bond. If we're gonna have ROH and AEW start doing that kind of stuff, Impact and AAA, come on, like do more partnerships, crossovers.
Like, come on, it's good for business.
It's best for business, not to steal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Else. You're damn right. I like that cage match too. AAA, way to go. There's a voice in my headset saying it reminded me about it. I don't know where it's coming from. All right. Next match, and this is the match that really made the division more apparent. By the way, this was a terrible night for the randomizer. Randomizer was losing matches left and right. Here, lowest score on the board. Almost matched by Jay Few, but that's nothing new for him. Man, I cannot wait for trivia next week, guys.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I get to defend my crown again.
Yep. SummerSlam trivia, here it comes. But going back to it, we had Heath, America's Most Wanted, featuring Chris Harris and James Storm. The Good Brothers, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, and they defeated Honor No More, comprised of Eddie Edwards, Kenny King, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and PCO, with Maria Kanellis and Vincent at ringside.
PCO, how about that? He's still around.
10-man tag match, and they're doing pretty straightforward. I called it the minute my boy Heath was added to this match. I said it. There's no way the Team Impact team. There's no way that they're gonna lose. Honor No More is run its course, and yeah, take that, Luke, because this was the match that cost you the win, wherever you are. I hope you're listening. Oh man, can you believe we predicted Heath would get pinned?
What a
that's why he's the Jinder Mahal of the group. Used to be champ, but we forgot about the title reign.
Oh man. Oh Lord. It was too funny. It was so messed up.
Sorry.
So messed up.
I am on a roll right now. Come on. Somebody.
Yeah, man. So it's gonna be like, come on.
All right. Somebody call Lou. They need to be stopped. All right.
He's on a runaway.
So here we go. Here we go with the and we gotta talk about this match. I don't know. I saw some highlights from it, and this was crazy. So OMB, did you get to see some highlights from this match that came up? It was Moose versus Sami Callihan in a Clockwork Orange House of Fun match.
I didn't. I'll be honest with you. I did not.
All right. So there was one particular highlight that comes up to me. This match was nuts, and it was basically Moose was on the turnbuckle, and he had a staple gun.
Oh
right?
wow.
He's doing the spot where he's standing on the middle rope, doing the you count to 10 kind of spot with the punches.
Yes.
Similar position, but he uses staple gun instead. Staple guns Sami Callihan's head.
Whoa.
And Sami Callihan power bombs Moose. Right? He power bombs him to the floor, because Moose is like taking too much time doing it. And Sami Callihan grabs the staple gun, looks at Moose on the ground, and staple guns him in the balls.
Oh my God.
Staple guns him in the balls. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh man, that's
longest match. This was longest match of the night, and it also saw Moose, and we also plenty of spots. I gotta hand it to them. Moose took, I think, an alley oop to the outside onto a table to the outside from.
Wow.
So.
That sounds horrible.
From inside the ring, yeah, dude. But the staple guns to the ball spot was like, oh my gosh.
No, that's oh God.
This was match of the night. For anybody who didn't see it, I definitely recommend watching it, because if you're into that, very good. Obviously, the match, for those who didn't know, it was announced by Raven, who was the creator of the match. He would be in attendance at commentary.
Oh, Raven.
Raven was on commentary for this match. Yes.
How about that?
Very, very, very fun match. Worth a rewatch if you haven't seen this. It's a highlight. It's a highlight for it. Gotta say. And it was basically what put the randomizer down for the count entirely. Yeah. And also Jay Few, where things really basically ended for him on that one. But crazy match. We actually had a 3-3 split. Pros went Moose. The people already in the ring went Sami Callihan on that one. So that paid off for us. Then you had Jordan Grace versus Tasha Steelz, in basically Tasha Steelz' attempt to try to retake the championship, the Impact Knockouts World Championship. Pretty straightforward match. You saw some outside work by Savannah Aarons, but Jordan Grace prevailed. She's doing, she's not going to be a transitional champ, apparently. Very impressive work.
Good.
Queen of the Mountain maintains her crown. And finally, for the main event, we had Josh Alexander defeat Joe Doring with Diener at ringside for the Impact World Championship. While I get why this was the main event, I still say Moose versus Sami Callihan would have been a fun main event for this pay-per-view. Definitely, it was hard to maintain the level of excitement. I think after that House of Fun Clockwork Orange match.
Yeah, no kidding.
Especially because nothing against Joe Doring, I didn't see him as a credible challenger. Overall, pretty straightforward pay-per-view. But most importantly, we got the points.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah,
we're on the board, baby.
Yeah.
Take that, wheel.
In the face.
All right, stay tuned because we're covering Money in the Bank next.